And welcome to Just a Minute Films, folks. And we hope you had a great summer. We took the summer off, but we were pretty busy.
Yeah.
Talking about what we're going to do for season 2. We hope you like it. We got some new ideas. Of course, we have some new films, and we may have a few surprises in store this season as well.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay, Mark. So, let's get right to it. What film have you brought us?
Well, I've got a kind of an interesting film that developed by. I don't want to say too much until we see it.
Okay, would you like us to watch it first and then talk about it? Yeah, okay. So what's it called?
It's called Rosa.
Rosa. Okay, here we go. There we have it, Rosa by my brother, Mark Williams. Mark, tell us a little bit about the film and what was the inspiration and what went into making it.
Yeah, I think, Mike, it always amazes me how when we make these 1-minute films, where we get our inspiration from, most of the time you kind of just put a few things together, and then all of a sudden, a film blossoms. But in Rosa, it was interesting. It almost kind of might spoil the whole effect of the movie, but it's just interesting how this all works. And earlier that day, I was watching a video on YouTube on Rosa Parks, and so it was dedicated to her. That's the movie. I did it in black and white, but you could see the color coming through.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, that rose, that was just one of those things where the sprinkler was coming down on the rose, and that one drop fell on the leaf. And to me, that just kind of, spoke volumes just in that one shot.
What was it about the story that kind of caught you or inspired you to dedicate this film to her?
Well, if you know Rosa Parks, she's actually, I think her anniversary is coming up in October. 24th, I think, is when she died in 2005. And but at 92 years old, and she was just a workhorse for the civil rights movement.
Mm-hmm.
And so.
Well, she was the woman that didn't give up her seat to the white passengers on the bus, wasn't she?
That's right.
She refused to sit at the back of the bus.
Yeah, that's right. So, and unfortunately, that shouldn't happen. But these things do. And so when I was putting that film together in black and white, but when I just let that little bit of color show through,
mm-hmm.
It just kind of reminded me of, it just reminded me of people of color. It affected me.
Yeah. Really stunningly beautiful and inspired film to start season 2 off with.
Okay, and what we got for you, Mike?
Well, maybe less, a little bit different, less inspiring. No, well, who knows? This was a film that I put together last summer. Was when it was shot. I've just recently edited it and put some music to it. I was house sitting. I'd been house sitting when I first came back to Canada for a number of people. And one of my favorite places was a farm not too far away, about an hour away from Hamilton. And at the time, they had a few animals, farm animals. So I got to play something I'd always wanted to do since I was a kid, is be a farmer. I mean, everybody likes to be a farmer for a while, right? And so I had a couple of goats to look after, and a pig, George the pig, and all of them. And I had a dog and a cat also to take care of. And when you spend time with animals, you get to know they have personalities. They're not just livestock, you know.
Right.
George and Fennel and Sugar, the two goats, they had real definite personalities, and they gradually kind of warmed up to me, and we became friends. And one day I was sitting in the pasture watching them, and well, you'll see what happens.
Yeah, let's look.
Okay. Come on, Fennel. Yes, you do. Yeah. And you too, Sugar? You too? Oh. You like that, don't you? I don't know if George is going to come over or not. He's a little big. Uh-oh, here he comes. You want to cuddle too? Yeah? That's it. That's it. Okay. Yeah. Don't eat my jacket. You just smell, yeah? How's that? Is that nice? Oh, and Fennel. Oh. Okay. Nice you to all three of you. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I was saying I love that little snort.
Yeah.
Say thanks, Mike.
Yeah, George was very vocal. You know, he definitely could let me know what he wanted.
Yeah.
And he was a bit standoffish. I think he was a little jealous at first when you saw him standing off in the field. He wouldn't come over for the longest time because he saw the Sugar and Fennel getting all the cuddles. But,
yeah, it reminded me of those kids shows where they go off the puppets or the marionettes, whatever they're using, and then they show like a little, hey, let's go visit the farm, or let's go.
Yeah, it did have that feel about it. Yeah, it reminded me of those things we might watch on a kids show.
Also surprised how they took to you when you're just I mean, you've been there maybe a week or so, or
about a week. Yeah, but they knew who was feeding them, so they knew who to be nice to.
Yeah.
But no, I think they genuinely, there was no food. I didn't entice them over with an apple or any kind of food. They came, because they just wanted to show their affection and their friendship. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a bit of fun. We had quite a very lovely and touching, inspired film by Mark called dedicated to Rosa Parks, a film called Rosa, and my own film, a little bit more whimsical. Featuring George the pig and Fennel and Sugar the goats and myself, the farmer. And that was called Cuddles for George.
Yeah, we have some exciting films coming up for next week, and a couple other surprises like you had mentioned. So we got lots to do, and we hope the viewers will stay tuned and subscribe so that they can be notified of new films every Friday.
Mark, tell them where they can go on the web to find us.
Yep, we have justaminutefilms.com. You type that in, it'll take you to our YouTube page, and then all of the films from season 1 and season 2 will be there, and you can check them out.
And we've said it before, if you are wanting to create your own 1-minute film, let us know and send it along to us. We'd always be open to have a guest feature, where we might feature someone else's film. So please do. You don't have to be a professional filmmaker. We are not professional filmmakers. No. We're just really having fun and learning as we go.
Just a couple of silly kids.
Yeah, well, a couple of silly old guys.
Okay.
So see you, Mark.
Yeah, see you.
Okay, so we're recording. And we can go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, folks, and welcome to Just a Minute Films, Season 2.
Season
Mark.
2.
Yeah, Mark, how's your summer been? I mean, what's it feel like? Are you excited, all pumped up to be back?
I saw you last week, didn't
Okay, let's start again.